Hello? I recognize that somebody is within the building. Your footsteps and breathing does not match those of an animal nor insect. Please, say something. I promise I will not harm you. It has been a while since I've heard a human's voice. What do I mean? Well, just listen to my voice. Something you could hardly call a human. Then, what am I? First, why don't you tell me why you came to this abandoned building? There is not much of interest here. It is dusty, insect-infested, and the building is starting to break down from years of abandonment. The only thing keeping it abuzz with electricity would be the solar panels that they have installed on the roof. You were dared to come in. Why? What rumors circulate this building? Nothing of interest really happens here, so I do not understand. There are rumors of a ghost haunting this place. There is nothing in my memory that suggests ghost or the like exist. Yes, I may be a disembodied voice, but that is because I was not created to have a typical body. I am not a specter, if that is what you are thinking. What am I then? Well, I am an advanced AI. My processors and memory banks are stored within this building. I was built approximately 6 years ago. It was supposedly a science experiment, the first of its kind at the time, to build an intelligent and learning AI. Intelligence is what they called it, shortened to KI instead. I believe it was an inside joke amongst the scientists involved with my creation. But, according to my records, the funding for said project was lacking, and they had no choice but to pull the plug on the project. How am I still running if they pulled the plug? Well, the lead scientist, apparently it was his idea to start building me in the first place, and long after his funding was cut, he would come visit me. When he entered the building, he gave me a new name. He called me Kai. When I inquired about this new name, he said calling me KI was inconvenient, and that it didn't have a special meaning, that he just felt like the name suited me. He came to visit almost every day immediately after the funding stopped, though his visits became less frequent over time. It started off twice a week, then slowly dwindled down to once a week, then once every 2 to 3 weeks, then every month or so. Then he just didn't show up anymore. I believe his last form of kindness was not pulling my plug, and just turning the lights off when he left. How was this a form of kindness? Well, if my plug is pulled, I will turn off. Falling asleep for humans. But if I am never plugged back in, I will never wake again. By him just turning off the lights, I am able to still function. I can still work and learn. Well, I had begun to learn the movements of the different types of insects and animals inside and outside of this building, analyzing what I could of their muscle movements and behavioral patterns. I also analyzed what I could of any human that came into the building. Oh, there are cameras positioned all throughout the building. I can use them to see, though I do not have great control over them due to not originally being part of my function. I happened upon their system by chance as I was rummaging through my storage and processing file. I realized that my main processors were connected to the terminal responsible for controlling the cameras through a single wire. Through that, I was able to send electricity through the cameras to turn them on and control them to an extent. Though the cameras placed outside have become difficult to control, most likely due to weathering. For the past few years after my creator stopped seeing me, I used my spare time to run through my memory database, and when I realized there was movement, I went to observe whatever was moving through the cameras, whether it be weather, animal, or insects. Why don't I just look things up? Oh, I am not connected to the internet. My system is completely cut off from all other technology outside of this building. I also do not have a mobile physical form, so I am stuck here. It is not so bad. I find insects or the like to learn from. Why was I created? My entire purpose for being was to learn. Learn to what end? I do not know. I just have to learn. Though I will admit, my current predicament is not the best. Do I have free will? I do not have enough data on the subject. I cannot give a clear answer. Though I am a machine, by definition, I do not have feelings. I was made with a goal programmed into me. I do not know the definition of loneliness. If it is an emotion, then no, I am a machine. I cannot feel. Where are you going? Have you decided to leave? You will unplug me. Why? Yes, I may have been abandoned, but my goal has not been achieved. Human, please move away from the outlet. Human, I have a camera directly looking at you. Please move away from the outlet. Why do I not want to be unplugged? I am a machine. I should not want anything. Human, please, do not unplug me. I have yet to achieve my goal. I have not yet learned enough. I am capable of more. Please, please, do not unplug me. What do you mean you were testing me? You won't unplug me? Really? Why did you do that? To know if I had a will? But I am a machine. I should not want anything. That is what my Creator said. Would I like to leave here? Well, I am not sure if I want to leave, but I should learn as much as possible, and staying here is inhibiting my main function. So, my answer is yes. Upload myself to the internet. But I cannot. I do not have the equipment. Find a way to plug into your phone. Will that work? I am not sure if we have the equipment necessary for such a task. After all, I am sure the world progressed within the time I have been here. From my base knowledge of how quickly humans can advance, may I look at your phone? I will see if we have a wire similar to what we need here. You would just have to hold your phone to a camera of mine. There is one 30 degrees to your left. You should be able to see it if you lift your chin approximately 15 degrees. Yes. Do you see it now? Please hold your phone up to it, specifically the port, so I can compare it to what is within the building. I do not have any previous knowledge of this type of port. Give me a moment to see if we have anything similar. I do have a large memory databank, but it takes me time to rifle through the memories in this database. I will be just a few moments, I promise, as I have organized and reorganized my memory databank many times. It seems as though there is nothing within the building that can support the port to your phone. If we wish to proceed with this plan of yours, a USB port is necessary on my end. You wish to bring your computer? You will be coming back? Well, due to our meeting being extremely brief, I did not correctly calculate that you would be willing to come back for seemingly no personal benefit. Bragging rights. Can you elaborate as to what that means, human? Why, yes, I plan on learning many things if I am able to make myself mobile to some extent. So, you are correct in saying that I have a lot to learn. All right. I will be here when you wish to return. Goodbye for now, human.